we need to find the compound interest as well as the total amount. Interest and the total amount. Example number 6. Example number 6. Find compound interest on 10,000 rupees. What is this 10,000? That is our P value is 10,000. For 3 years. What is this 3? That is number of periods, number of years, 3. At a rate of 5%. So what is this 5%? That is the interest rate, I value. So what we need to find? We need to find the I value as well as the A value. This is what we need to find. What is the formula we know? That is when it comes to compound interest. So this is compound interest. And compound interest. So in order to find the total amount at the end of this given 3-year period, we can use this formula. A equals what? P into 1 plus I to the power n. Compound interest එක නිසා තමයි මේ simple interest උනා නම් power කතන්දර නැහැ මොකද 1 plus I n. Okay, here P amount means the principal amount, that is 10,000. 10,000 into 1 plus what is the value of I? That is 5%. How can we write 5% in decimal form? Is it 0.5? No, right? 0.5 to again 50%. It is 0.05. 1.5%. Yes, 0.05. To the power n, n value is 3. So what is the total amount at the end of this given 3-year period? Straight away we can say within the bracket value should be 1.05 to the power 3 into 10,000, that is 11,576.25. Yes. 11,576.25. We have found the total amount. What about the interest? What about the interest? That is the difference. Difference between A and P. 11,576.25 minus 10,000. Dada invest කරලා අවුරුදු 3 ඉවර වෙද්දී අපි 11,576.25 ගන්නවා. It means 1,576.25 is the total interest amount. 76, no, yes, not 67. Okay, that is example number 6. Example number 7. I will do the easy ones and I will leave the difficult ones for you. Okay, example number 7. If 8,000 rupees is invested at 14% per annum for 6 years, in straightforward, 8,000, 14% per annum for 6 years. Part 1, find the compound amount after 6 years. Find the compound amount Right? Find the compound amount after 6 years. Okay. What they have given? They have invested 8,000. Interest rate is 14%. Period is 6 years. Total compound amount at the end of 6 years. That is what we need to find in part 1. Find the compound amount after 6 years. P into 1 plus I to the power n. P, the value of P is 8,000. 1 plus interest rate is 14% to the power n, that is the n value is 6. So total amount at the end of the 6-year period should be what then? 1.14 to the power 6 into 8,000. That is 17,559.78. 17,559.78. Yes. So this should be the answer for part 1. For part 2, what should be the answer? Part 2, this one. Find the compound. In part 1, we asked to find the compound amount. That is why we have found the value of A. Here, find the compound interest for the 6 years. Find the compound interest for the 6 years. Right. Compound interest for the 6 years. We need to find interest. How can we find that? A minus B. At the end of the 6-year period, we are getting 17,559.78. The amount we have invested is 8,000. Therefore, the total interest amount is what? 9,559.78. Yes, right. 9,559.78. So this is because this is associated with rupees. We'll keep it to 2 decimal place, right? Sataganam again. 9,559.78. So we'll keep it to 2 decimal place. Right. That is example number 7. Example number 8. You do this one. Example number 8. A man invested 15,000 in a bank which pays yearly compound interest. Yearly compound interest. If value take I, then we do not need to bother about that. It is paying annually. At the end of 8 years, he found that the total amount collected in his investment was 45,885. Again, අද ගිහිල්ලා 15000ක් ඉන්වෙස්ට් කරලා, right? අද ගිහිල්ලා 15000ක් ඉන්වෙස්ට් කරලා අවුරුදු 8කට පස්සේ කීයක් ගන්නවද? 45885ක් ගන්නවා. right? කියලා ඩිපොසිට් කරන්නේ compound interest එකක් ගෙවන bank එකක. So what we need to do here is we need to find the rate of interest. එහෙනම් interest rate එක කීයද? right? Compound interest එක නම් ගෙවන්න. අද ගිහිල්ලා 15000ක් ඩිපොසිට් කරනවා. තව අවුරුදු 8කට පස්සේ මට 45885කුත් ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් මම ඩිපොසිට් කරපු rate එක කීයද කියලා අහන්න. We need to find the rate. We need to find the value of I. Right? So you try it first. %. Yes, correct. It should be 15%. Have others got the same? Yes, the answer should be 15%. Example number 8. Example 8. A man invested 15,000. What is this 15,000? That is the principal amount. Principal amount is 15,000. The amount that we invested. Bank which pays yearly compound interest at the end of right at the end of 8 years. It means value of n is 8 at the end of 8 years. He found that the total amount collected in his investment was 45,885. This is what? This is what? That is the value of A. At the end of 8-year period, this person has collected 45,885 from this investment. The bank is paying compound interest. The bank is paying compound interest. So we need to find the rate of interest. We need to find the rate of interest paid by the bank. Right? We need to find the rate of interest paid by the bank. It means we need to find the value of what? I. This is what we need to find. With respect to compound interest, what is the formula we know? That is A equals what? P into 1 plus I to the power n. This is what we know. If it is compound interest, then this is how we can find the amount at the end of the given period. In this case, after the end of the 8 years. This value is given. That is 45,885. 45,885 equals principal amount is also given 15,000. 15,000 into 1 plus I value we don't know. That is what we need to find. But they have given the value of n, that is 8. So what we need to do here, we need to make I as the subject here. We need to make I as the subject here. So what we can do? In the right hand side, 15,000 has been multiplied by this one. So in order to cancel this 15,000, let's divide both sides by 15,000. So this 15,000 to 15,000 will get cancelled. I will take this here. 1 plus I to the power 8 equals what? We'll keep as it is 45,885 over 15,000. Right? Now what we need to do? To make I as the subject, we need to eliminate this 8. How can we eliminate this 8? By applying the 8th root. 8th root apply cancel. In an equation, we can perform it only to one side. Therefore, we need to apply the 8th square root to our right hand side as well. So on the left hand side, we will left with what? 1 plus I. Here, what is the value? Once you simplify this one, 8th root of 8 shift that button. Right? Open brackets, 45,885 minus 15,000. Close the bracket, equals 8th root of 45,000, this one divided by 15,000. Yes, 1.1499. Right? Let's say 1.15. I have rounded the top. 1.15. So take this one to the other side, then I equals to what? 1.15 minus 1. That is 0.15. It means 15%. I equals 15%. तो power value का cancel करना मुका apply करना होता है ईटा दाल root value का apply करना तो उधर power value का cancel लाया power value का आटना आटा cancel करने को हम ये आटा दाल वो root value का apply करना 8 root then this 8 to 8 will get cancelled. 8 to 8 root will get cancelled. We left with 1 plus I. Right. So for example number 8, the answer should be 15%. Right. Hope you are okay with this, right? So these sort of simplifications we have done earlier as well. Right. Example number 9. What it says? A man invests 7,400 rupees in a bank which pays compound interest rate at the rate of 16% per annum. Principal amount is given, compound interest rate is given, 16% per annum. Compounded quarterly. Compounded quarterly. Right? This one. Compounded quarterly. Rate is given per annum, but compounded quarterly means once in every 3 months they are paying interest. Once in every 3 months, right? They are compounding the interest. අර මාස 3 ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එක හැමතිස්සෙම ප්‍රින්සිපල් එකට එකතු කර කර යනවා. Find the terminal value of the investment after 6 years. After 6 years, what should be the terminal value? Right. This time, we are paying interest more than 1 time per year. අවුරුද්දකට එක වතාවකට වඩා වැඩි වාර ගණනක් මොකක් වෙනවද? interest එක compound වෙනවා. Interest is getting compounded more than 1 time a year. Right? This as per example 9, it is compounded quarterly. In අවුරුද්දකට කී වතාවක් compound වෙනවද? How many times per 1 year? If it is quarterly, that is what? Yes, that is 4. That is 4. 4 means what? Our F value, right? Our F value. We'll do example number 9 here. Example number 9. A equals what? P into 1 plus, this time it is compounded quarterly, more than 1 time per year. Therefore, we need to do this adjustment. The interest rate we need to divide by F. F means how many times it gets compounded per year. To the power, it should be not only N, it should be NF, N into F. Right, which one? This one. Is it difficult for you to see? Here, principal amount is what? Principal amount is 7,400. Principal amount is 7,400. 7,400 into 1 plus, what is the value of I? That is 16%. 16% per annum. It means the value of I is 0.16. 16%. What is the value of F? How many times it gets compounded per year? If it is quarterly, that means the value of F is 4. In තුනට එන පොලිය compound වෙනවා කියන්නේ අවුරුද්දකට 4 වතාවක් compound වෙනවා. Therefore, the value of F should be 4. Here, what should be the power value now? N into F. N means number of years. That is 6. That is 6 into F. F value is 4, so altogether it is 24. Once you simplify this, what should be the answer? 18,968.45. Right? 0.16 divided by 4 plus 1 equals to the power 24 into 7,400. Yes, 18,968.45. 18,968.45.